With Hashem's love and grace, this is Amunah Beams with your host, Laser Brody. I have a little story for you. A guy comes into a strange town, and he doesn't have much money in his pocket, and he's hungry. He stops thinking, counts in his wallet what's in there, and he sees he's got, after his bus fare, he came in town on the bus because he couldn't afford a train or a plane. So he took an all-night bus ride. He comes into town, he's got $25 in his wallet, and he says, wait a second, I better be careful about that. If I go into a restaurant, that's going to take all my money. I'm going to go into a local supermarket. Maybe I'll buy a roll and something to drink and a tomato, a cucumber, and I'd have to be careful with what I have. So all of a sudden, comes up to the bus stop just as he gets off the bus, and he says, "Hey, Moshe, how you doing?" The big guy comes and slaps him on the back, puts his arm around him like his best friend. He says, "How you doing?" He looks at him, says, "I don't know this guy. Who is this guy? I don't know him." He says, "Well, you don't remember me? I'm your uncle from 5th grade." Looks back, doesn't remember any uncle from 5th grade. Certainly not this big old guy. He says, "Oh, come on, what are you doing? I haven't seen you in so many years. And my old friend, we were best buddies. We used to play together and learn together." He doesn't remember. Okay, the guy says so, but he's embarrassed. He's embarrassed to say he doesn't remember the guy. And he's embarrassed to say he doesn't know him. He says, "Come on, Moshe, you look like you're hungry. You had your long trip." He says, "Yeah, I just came in from out of town." He says, "Come on, I got this restaurant. It's my favorite restaurant." "Come on," Moshe says, "No, I can't. I thought I'd just get myself a little roll and a quart of milk and a tomato, a cucumber." He said, "Nah, come on, you're my guest. Come on, take you when you eat something good." So he takes him to this fancy restaurant, and he orders all this great food, and then the first course, and the second course, and there's wines and meats, and 3 times, all types of fancy delicacies. And they're just about their meal, and Moshe eating. Wow, look at this, a windfall. An old friend come out of the woodwork, and just when I was hungry, and now I'm eating and drinking, everything is fantastic. And he says to him, "Moshe, I'll be back in a second, I'm going to the bathroom." So Yankel, the big old Yank, gets up, and he leaves. In 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, he doesn't come back to the table. Now, the waiter comes with the bill. Who's the waiter? It's the uncle. He's the same guy, but now he's wearing the waiter clothes. "What?" He says, yeah, here's the bill, sir." He says, "What do you mean?" But he said, you said, "What are you, crazy? Me?" "Yeah, but yet a minute ago you were wearing a suit, and you sat next to me, and you said that you were going to pay." He says, "Sir, either you pay the bill, or you wash dishes here for the next 2 weeks, or I call the cops and you sleep in jail tonight." Okay. He's there. He can't believe it. The guy that got him to eat, he said, "Oh, you're going to eat on my cheshbon, and I'm going to treat you, and this and that." Now, he's serving him a bill. What's this? It's just a parable. This is exactly how the evil inclination works, the Yetzer Hara. The Yetzer Hara wants to convince you he's your best friend. "Oh, you vote from here. Nobody listen, not the rabbi and not your spiritual guide. Nobody. Listen to me. Okay, have a good time. Don't do that. Have a good time. Eat and drink and be merry." Ooh. And then it's the same one that changed his clothes, goes up to the heavenly court and complains about you and gives you the bill. Now pay for what you did. That's this world, beloved brothers and sisters. This world is just like a restaurant. Everything we do in this world, it's got an itemized bill. And when a person leaves this world, he's got an itemized bill of debits and credits. The credits are the mitzvahs he did, and the Torah he learned, and the good deeds. And the debits are all the things that he took out of this world that were not for the purpose of doing a mitzvah. Everything we take, not purpose of doing a mitzvah, it has a price tag. So even if a price tag with things that are not even transgressions. For example, this is why we say, the Gemara says that the tzaddikim, they sanctified themselves in what was permissible to them. Okay, and certainly they didn't go anywhere near something that wasn't permissible. But the things that aren't permissible, for example, people indulge in all kinds of pleasures. Who gave us the right? We're supposed to spend our time learning Torah, doing mitzvahs. Okay, we don't have right to watch Netflix. If a person watches Netflix, okay, you got to pay the bill. How come you didn't do a mitzvah? How come you sit and learn Torah? You had time to watch Netflix? No, I didn't have time. This is the Yetzer Hara. The Yetzer Hara says, "Come on, let's watch a good flick." and then the Yetzer Hara give you a bill. You didn't learn Torah that time. That's the Yetzer Hara. He's not your friend, he's your enemy. We listen to our Torah, we listen to our Rabbonim, we listen to our spiritual guides, and we don't have any free meals in this world. And beware of a free meal. Better to have our own little bottle of water and a little piece of dry bread, and not to have those fancy banquets of the Yetzer. God bless. You should be healthy and should have all the parnasa you need, and Hashem should bring us close to Him and His holy Torah. Amen.